I yield 2 minutes to the gentlelady from New York and a member of the Resources Committee, distinguished member of the Resources Committee, Ms. Velázquez.
The gentlelady from New York is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Ranking Member Grijalva, for yielding. I rise today in opposition to this disingenuous bill introduced under the guise of protecting National Park Service land. If Republicans were really concerned with protecting our national parks, why did they vote to cut the National Park Service budget by approximately $500 million in the appropriations bill that they passed less than a month ago? The point here is not to protect the National Park Service. The point here is cruelty. If extreme MAGA Republicans really wanted to preserve public lands, why have they passed bills that include shameless giveaways of our public lands and waters to the destructive oil, gas, and mining industries? And if Republicans really care about our federal lands, why have they continuously tried to gut bedrock environmental laws like the Endangered Species Act since taking the majority? Republicans do not care about our national parks. They are simply looking for more excuses to spread anti-immigrant rhetoric. I know firsthand that the situation in New York is a humanitarian crisis and not a partisan issue. If you want to tackle the root cause of this, let's get together and let's draft legislation, and we have legislation that has been introduced in many instances, bipartisan legislation. Let's get real and deal with the broken system that we have in this country and address comprehensive immigration reform. We must ensure that people fleeing violence and persecution, regardless of nationality or other demographics, can access functioning asylum and refugee resettlement system in this country as required by law. New York City is doing all it can to accomplish this, but it cannot do it alone. The real solution here is to increase federal support for the city and the individuals exercising their protected right to seek asylum in the United States. The bill before us today is performative and vilifies migrants, making it harder for New York City to meet this moment. Thank you, and I yield back.